Hello and welcome to my channel. Today's video is going to be a huge antique slash oddity kind of haul. So if that's your type of thing, I have got really into antique hunting and going to kind of secondhand places. So if you love that too and want to see what I picked up, then do keep on watching. Don't forget to subscribe and I will show you what I got. So I did another kind of secondhand what I've got in America so far haul. I will link it in the eye for you up there. I think it's that side. Also, quick side note, I had some comments asking to review the Black Moon Cosmetics lipsticks. That's not what I'm gonna do now, but I've been trying this green one, which is the one I'm wearing, but for some reason it just always smudges and I don't know, it just doesn't really go on very well. So I don't know if I'm doing something wrong or if you've had this experience or maybe you've had better experiences with like the non-metallic shades, but do let me know in the comments because I've heard people rave about these and I've had to wear this on top of this to get it to stay on. Like if I just have this and eat, like the whole thing comes off. So let me know if I'm doing anything wrong. But anyway, back to the main portion of the video. So over here I have been mainly going with my husband's mum, who's my mother-in-law, to estate sales and like garage sales. Never heard of estate sales before I came here, but you kind of like shop around someone's house and I really enjoy it. The first place I went to was an estate sale and I found these, and these are some really cool finds. So I still very much like the Gothic aesthetic. I'm definitely not coming away from that. But recently I've got really into like black and gold. I think it looks really like royal, really regal. A lot of the jewellery I wear at the moment is gold and I just really like it. So I've been looking for more like black and gold things for my gallery wall over there and kind of things to decorate with. And I found this. And this just looks so fancy. It's like a hexagonal kind of box and it's all this like gold like detail around it. It's so ornate and pretty. It's got little feet as well, and then it's got a glass lid and then it opens up and then there's like a red velvet cushion. It's just really cool. I'm assuming this is like a trinket box. I really like this and I got it for $1. It was in like the $1 box and I was like, are you kidding me? What's funny is like a big secondhand warehouse I went to, which was really cool, but it was quite expensive, had something similar but a rectangular shape for $110. So this was an absolute bargain. And the other things I got along with that box were these, and I was actually looking for something like this and I had one saved for I think about $30 to $35 for the pair, because I wanted to paint these gold and I got them for $4 for the pair, so 2 each, which it was perfect. It's exactly what I was looking for. But they're basically things that sit right up against the wall and then you can put like candles or decorations on them. But this is what it looks like. They're quite detailed. I am worried if I paint them I will lose some of the detail, but I really do want them like all in gold. I've got like a metallic gold paint, kind of like this colour, and I think they'll kind of match better with that. So this is they're basically the same really. They're exactly the same, and then they've got like wall mounts, so you just put a pin and then you can put these on the wall. Really liked these and they were definitely a bargain as well. We went to, is it Goodwill? But it's like a charity shop in the UK and I came across this. Now this looks like a creepy cherub. There is a hole in the back too. Again, you can hang him up. And I think this is meant to be an outside kind of decoration and it was $4.14. So again, quite a good price because I actually did an order from the Black & Teeth and I got the most beautiful lamp of like ever. The lamp of my dreams basically. And they did these like cherubs and there was one with a violin that I really wanted and it was sold out, and I thought, well, I'll just get it another time, and then this came up and I thought this is perfect. So I'm definitely going to paint him gold, and I like these because they remind me of like going to opera houses and stuff. Like when they're all gold, they look like the decorations they have around the theatre. So again, I'm going to paint him gold and he's going to go on my gallery wall. So that's what he looks like anyway. He's kind of got creepy eyes, playing the violin. So yeah, with some wings. So him in gold is gonna look amazing. So that was the next thing I picked up. Next one I went to was a church rummage sale, and I did find some cool stuff there. I picked up two things. One of them is a silver tray. So these are like really old kind of I won't do that. Silver plated trays, and I got this one for $3, but the detail in it is lovely. Like, it's so pretty. So I try not to blind you, but I'm trying to show you the detail. But it's all like engraved. It has little feet, little kind of tray handles. So I'm going to polish this up because some of it is a little tarnished. And I think I don't know whether to use this in the bathroom or something. I was thinking to put like flannels like rolled up and stuff, but if you can think of a better use for this, please let me know, because I kind of want to show the detail, but I feel like this should have something in it. So let me know if you have any ideas for this. But it was $3, and I've seen stuff like this easily go for like 15. The other thing I got at the church rummage sale was a picture. So it is actually of inside the church. I'm not religious in any way, but I love visiting churches because they're so beautiful. Like, they've got the stained glass windows, they're usually so old and they have a lot of history. So I love going to cathedrals and churches. So I found this picture, and it's in this kind of like gold frame. It's quite big. It does have glass on it, so, but it's got like the stained glass windows with the light shining through, and you can kind of see all the details within the church. It's really, really pretty. Also, I love Gothic architecture as well, so kind of perfect. And yeah, it just looks really mysterious. It's like, why is the person crying? Why are they looking up? I just really, really liked it. And I think this was $5. It has this like thing at the back of it, but I haven't been able to look up like where this is from. But I really liked this one. But I think I'm going to put that up in my office, or maybe just outside my office. For my next trip, we stopped off at someone's, I don't know if you'd call it garage sale. It was just like a sale outside on some grass. And I found this mirror. I won't show you, well, I'll show you the mirrored side, but you can see my desk. So it's like a mirror, and I saw it like face up. So I was like, oh, that's really cool. And the handle's really pretty. It definitely has weight to it, and it's really like detailed. And then I saw the back of it and I was like, oh, that must be quite old. It's got like this lace, like white lace with a rose and some kind of gold branches. It's really pretty, and the lace almost looks like spiderweb like. It's a really nice lace, and all like the detail around here is just such a pretty kind of antique. The mirror on it's quite clear, so I can actually use it. And it was one where you like offer how much, and she took $3 for this. So again, I got a bargain. We also went to another estate sale, and I got these. And I think I was holding up one of these in the thumbnail. They were labeled as parts of a lamp, but I thought like straight away these would be really cool to put like big candles in, like the LED candles. And when I turned one of them over, it did have like wax in, so someone also thought the same thing. The other sides of them are pretty good. They've got like holes in the bottom, which I'm not sure what that's for, but my idea for these is wedding decorations. So we're in the middle of planning our wedding. It's getting very close, and I'm like, oh my gosh, there's still so much to do. But I was thinking about centerpieces for the table, and I'd love like gold accent pieces like this with flickering LED candles with flowers around. And this stuff is so much nicer to get secondhand because it's like actually antique and like usually better made, and it's cheaper, so it's kind of a win-win. You just have to spend time finding them. But these were $4 each, but I actually offered $6 for the pair because it was their last sale day, so they were accepting offers. So I got these for $6 for the pair, and these were exactly what I was looking for. Next up is a taxidermy piece. So I don't know if people really get offended by taxidermy, but a taxidermy piece is coming up. And no, it's not a spider, because I would not get a spider. I found this very handsome bird. So I went to I don't remember what the shop was called. It looked like everything was new, but everything was secondhand, like donated and stuff, and they are very picky with what they allow in the shop, which makes it look like everything's new in a way. And I found this, I was gonna say little, it's definitely not little. I found this duck on one of the bottom shelves, and what was really clever about this shop is the amount of time that goes by, the item drops in price, which I just thought was so cool, because you can either, you know, risk waiting and it goes, or if you wait it will drop in price. And this bird had been there for, I want to say 2 months, so I got like the second price and not like the starting price. So I think he was originally like $80. It's an okay price, but I got him in the end for $65 because of the amount of time that he had been there. And for a huge taxidermy duck, I felt like that was a good deal. I really like birds. I actually love pigeons. I would love a pigeon. There's all these rules with like what's legal to own, but these aren't, you know, common bird where I live, so these you are able to buy in Cleveland. But this is a mandarin duck. And I just fell in love with all of the different feathers, and he's got loads of like really pretty, almost iridescent color changing feathers. And the taxidermy job itself is so good. Like, I took a photo of him when I strapped him in the car, and he literally looked real. So I was very impressed. He's on like a block of wood. He's got his little feet. He is very soft. And yeah, so this is what he looks like. I felt like the eyes were done really, really well. And then you can see this like beautiful green on his head, and I think it goes, yeah, it goes into purple. In fact, it looks green from the camera, but on my side it looks purple. I don't think it's happening, but it's almost like my nail polish where I've got emerald and it shifts to purple. That's what his head is like. And he's just got all these very pretty colors to show you, but just like even that blue, do you see that blue? Oh, it's just so pretty. He's just got lovely feathers. Condition looks really good. The only thing I would say is his tail is a little bit scruffy, but honestly, like, not many people are seeing that. I don't know, he just looks very proud, and he's very, very cute. I had to look online to see how much these go for, because I try and see if I get like a good price, and these are like at least 300 online, so I got a good deal. And that's the other side of him. So yeah, that's my little duck. So we went to this one and they posted some really cool photos. We found loads of stuff. My husband picked up a Victorian picture called a Ewer. I don't know. I don't know how to say it. It's like E-W-E-R. It's like from the 1880s. It's really old. It looks really cool. Maybe I'll put a photo in if I can find it, but it's a really cool piece. It's huge. Like, it's probably like this big. And I also picked up some smaller things. So the first thing I got was this little silver dish. This is, oh, it's always like so bright, but I want to like show you the details in it. The details are so pretty. And then it's got like a little stand. Very, very cute. I got that for $5. And also, because we went on the second to last day, they were doing like 50% off, or they'd give you a deal on it. So that was marked as 10. I got it for 5. And then I got some spoons and a fork. The spoons I got are these, and these are souvenir spoons, but this one is from Edinburgh, and these are all like silver, which is really cool. So it says Edinburgh in the spoon. And I loved like the crystal and like the details on this. I just thought it was really pretty. I think they were originally marked as like between 20 and 25 because they are like silver. And I think I got them in the end for 10. And then there's this one, which I think is from France, because it's got a little cherub and all of these like details, and it does have a fleur-de-lis stamped there. And then I also picked up a giant fork and this one I didn't think that much of until I started looking closer, and I don't feel like the photos do this justice, so I'll start at the end, but up close and on camera it looks so pretty. So you've got like a figure holding up this end of it, and then you also have like a cherub there, and then all of these details. And this is a brass fork, and it does have stamped in the back that it is made in Italy, which is very, very cool. I just thought this, again, it looks really old, it's very unique, and it's like a huge fork. I don't know if it's like a serving thing. If you do know what this is, do let me know. Or if you know like what time period this is from, do let me know, because I would love to know. At that same place, I also found these last two items. So I've been looking for a corner shelf, but they've been quite expensive on Etsy, and I found this, and this was labeled as a Victorian antique shelf, and this was literally exactly what I was looking for. So it's like a shelf that goes in the corner, and then it's got like a mini shelf, a bigger one, and then an even bigger one on the bottom. But I loved like the intricate details, which I'll hold it back so you can kind of see. Yeah, I really liked the design of this and the fact that it's functional as well. I need to figure out how to put it up. I was considering painting this, but honestly it's quite a dark wood. It's dark and then it's coming up on camera, and if it is like an antique, then I don't want to paint it. So I think I'm just going to leave it how it is, but just give it a clean. And I'm hoping to put up maybe some of my crystals on it. I've got a lot of like little small decorations, so to put them on here I think would be really nice. So I did get this, which was again exactly what I was looking for. And this was 25, but they gave it to me for 15. Then after I had paid for all of that, we went back and looked around another time, and because they had so much stuff. And on the bookcase, they had a full set of Edgar Allan Poe books. And I did think if an estate sale ever had an Edgar Allan Poe collection, I would get it. And again, it was so affordable. So they had this one, which I was originally drawn to. I wanted this one kind of the most to begin with, and like you can see how old these are, but these are the Raven edition, and there's only 2 of these. So there's volume 2 and volume 4, I want to say. I think that's 4 when the 1 is before the V. I think that's 4, but these are really, really cool. You can just tell how like old they are with the pages. Like they just look like really old books. And this one, like it even has like a date of when it was given to someone, like when like my grandparents used to write in books when they gave them to us, like for birthdays and stuff. So it does even have like the name and the date, and the copyright for this is 1903. Really cool book. I got these 2, and I got these for $2 each. So a bargain. And then like I originally liked these the best because they're black, and I like that they've got like a image on the cover of them, but I ended up buying all of them. And this other collection is even older, so I will show you those. So this is the first one, and as you can see, they're like green and they don't have any artwork on the cover, but the pages look like they used to have like a gold kind of color on them that's rubbed off. But they definitely, yeah, you can see like a gold sheen, which is kind of interesting. This does actually have a picture, there he is, of Edgar Allan Poe in. And what's really cool about these books is they actually have like little images. Let me get a different one. They've got like prints, so like this one has like a castle in, which is really cool. The date of these books is 1895, but the copyright is 1876, 1880, 1882 and 1884, so they're very, very old. And this is kind of what the pages look like inside. And for these, I think I've got 6 of them, which is the full collection. This is like what the spines of them look like. I always love like history and like going and like seeing like really old things in like museums, so to actually like have something that's like from the 1800s is really cool. So yes, I do have 6 of these, and I got the full green set for $10. And then again, I looked them up online and I think they went for $100 at least. So that was everything I picked up until today. So I have these 2, and this one is a taxidermy turtle. I went to this event and it was called Odd Mall. It was like a place where small businesses would sell their stuff, but everything was kind of quirky or weird or like gamery or alternative. And they had taxidermy places, so I had a look. And they had a turtle skull for $12, which I felt like was a good price considering the amount of work that goes into like preparing these skulls. So this is what the turtle skull looks like up close. I love the amount of detail in these. It's very, very cool. It is like both the jaw as well. You can see like that would be the jaw. But yeah, it's a little turtle skull. I've never seen a turtle skull for sale before. I wouldn't call like an oddity or an antique or anything along those lines, but from a different stand at the same place, I got a little 3D printed bearded dragon, which I just thought I'd throw in at the end. So this is what he looks like. And all of the parts of him move, which is really cool. And he's like made out of this like metallic 3D printed material. And like all the joints in his tails move, in his tail moves, his like legs move, his hands and his arms and his head. Very, very cool, very unique. So I got him for $5. I would actually love a bearded dragon. That would be my choice of pet. So hopefully one day, but for now I've got this little guy. But anyway, that was everything I have to show you. I know it was quite a lot of stuff. I was going to try and keep this video short, but it's definitely been a long one. I love watching like what other people find. It always makes me a little bit jealous and be like, oh, I wish I could find that. But I do think if you keep going to things, you will eventually like find what you're looking for. There was definitely places that I went to and I didn't pick up anything, but you just kind of have to look around. Do let me know in the comments if you did enjoy it, and also let me know what your favorite thing was. And also let me know you find the best secondhand stuff as well. For me, it's definitely been like estate sales. They're usually the ones that have the good stuff. But I hope you enjoyed this video. Do like and subscribe if you did, and hopefully I will see you in my next one. Bye.